The period. Ooh. Hello, how are you guys? Look, I'm in my studio. Um, so yeah, so I'm in my studio, me and Pikachu. Um, and wait, I'm trying to find my phone so that I can put it on the charger here. My mom's very worried, so she's texting me a lot. So yes, my mom's texting me a lot. Very worried lately. So today we are talking about some, I'm just sharing some musings from the master teacher, which is my tattoo master, Chris Mensa. So a lot of who I am not only comes from the experiences that I've had in terms of getting tattooed, but they also come from um, beautiful things that my teacher, that my tattoo master has taught me, which is really cool. Um, some things that I've been taught along my way of being an aspiring apprentice or an aspiring tattoo artist are things like how certain knowledge is already mine, though I'm still learning it. It's my right to learn these things. Um, that was a very heartfelt message, and I'm just giving you some random things and shit that that I've been taught um, as an aspiring tattoo artist. Um, but uh, let's see. So one of the first things was literally that I have a right to the information that I seek, and to learning the things that I feel like I'm supposed to be here to learn, which is cool. So that would be the first one, which was literally just like a whole self empowerment or an empowerment type of talk. Which was, that I'm at the base of my mountain. I'm going to be forever learning. But, if I'm scared now, then I should either consider what I'm going to do with this fear. Am I going to let it hold me back and let it keep me from the things that are rightfully mine to obtain in terms of knowledge and all of that good stuff? Or am I going to let this fear guide me and kind of, guide me to this rabbit hole and go down this rabbit hole? And obviously, I mean, if it were a red pill or blue pill, clearly I took the red pill. Um, so there's that. Let's see what else. What else? I learned how to roll a J in my apprenticeship because I didn't want to be, or Chris didn't want me to be that girl that, I could smoke with the boys and all that good stuff, but I couldn't roll my own stuff. I had a little, I had a little one hitter, which now actually it's really, really annoying to me. I don't like to use it under most circumstances. And I am the front roller in my house. Yes. Wait, for the longest time, I was the only roller in my house. So there's that. So what else? What else? Oh, the most valuable thing that I was taught during my apprenticeship from Chris was about tattoo. Not looking at the whole of the tattoo and saying that this whole thing is a tattoo, but looking at each individual stroke, each individual line as a tattoo of its own, and how these little small tattoos come together to make up a big piece. Um, I can't explain it nearly as eloquently as he can, in the way that he was just like, yeah, so this is the way you look at it. And he's very gentle with me. Um, Me, I'm like, yeah, so it's a bunch of small tattoos, and every stroke is a little tattoo. Little tattoo, little tattoo, little tattoo. Um, these are, this is one of the things that I actually work with my apprentice with, where I share with her. Don't look at the whole big picture. Like, you can look at the big picture. It's the same as like doing creative entrepreneurship. You have a big dream, you look at the big picture, you look at the big dream, but then you break it down to smaller steps and process. And in tattoo, it's the same thing where you're breaking one big tattoo down into these smaller steps and processes. Um, so that's been one thing that has helped me negotiate and navigate a lot of larger tattoos, is knowing, or looking at things that way. I think that's probably among my favorite lessons. Don't get it twisted. Rolling a J was a great lesson. Don't get it much twisted. But rolling a J doesn't grow my bottom line. So there's that. It keeps me even, but it doesn't grow my bottom line. So so there's that. And then let's see, so many other things. But those would be my favorite. Other than that, just watching Chris grow as a tattoo artist, and watching him fall out of love with tattooing. A lot of times, with dealing with customers, can push you out of love with your craft, and dealing with so many personality types. Trying to appease people in ways that aren't natural to how you create, stuff like that. Seeing his patience, he's got like the patience of a god. However, don't make him angry. He is the scary one because he is so quiet and he does have a lot of patience. I think I fly off the handle a lot faster than Chris does. Um, but at the same time, there's a cool balance that happens there with us, I think. Um, and we're able to weigh things, and and figure out best plan of action. So that's cool. Um, Growing with my tattoo master has been amazing. I consider him more of like a big brother, and the reason I say tattoo master is because, in terms of actual tattoo, I like to show him that respect. I think it is an honor, to be able to impart something to somebody. Um, and I don't ever want to just downgrade him like, oh, that's Chris, that's just my big brother. No, he's so much more. He didn't just lead me to the water, or just give me a fish. He literally taught me how to fish. So what the fuck? So growing with him and watching him grow has been amazing. Um, he's not a man of a lot of words, but he is one that observes action. So I think a lot of times, in how we get along, it's been very helpful to know that he observes action, because I'm also not of a lot of words. I just kind of like to do the thing. Um, and the fact that and us growing together, it grew a particular trust that if I did make an executive decision, he was like, Brownie made the decision, so we're riding with this decision. And that says a lot about um, about me showing up as an apprentice. So those things. What else? It's so many things, actually. It's so many things and not a lot of things at the same time that it's weird. But just like any other relationship, it was a platonic relationship, or it is a platonic relationship. Chris isn't dead, and we're not beefing. So, so, um, so it's a platonic relationship, but just like any relationship, you maintain it with work, with communication, all of those good things. So we had to communicate a lot about the shop. When I asked him if I could help manage the shop, we've had a lot of tough conversations, about how I could pop off in the shop. Tough conversations about me opening my own studio and what that looks like. And feeling like I'm leaving my tattoo master and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, which in fact, I'm doing exactly what I was supposed to do, which is to actually grow our little tattoo family. So there's that. Um, I'm not going to bore you with me trying to go through my head about. Um, about my musings with my tattoo master. It was an amazing journey. What I will say is that if you are an aspiring tattoo artist, if for any reason you're thinking about getting into tattoo and all of that good stuff, it's best to get an apprenticeship. Don't go at it alone. Don't try and, get a studio together and go at it and use people as test dummies. Um, don't get a kit and do it. There's value in an apprenticeship. There's value, so much more value than I could ever express in terms of actually having a tattoo master, growing with them, and seeing your master grow. It's, I say it all the time in terms of tattoo, that things are a two-way street. So the same way, and I'm in it and witnessing it now with my apprentice. I'm watching her grow. She's watching me grow. We're growing together. And I'm continuing to grow, and I still include Chris in this particular process because it's like, look, Dad, look at what I'm doing. But I think in a lot of ways it's very important, to have that. It's like the college experience, and you want to be on campus and you want that particular experience because that particular experience has a bit more value, than just learning online, not being a part of the social scene or anything like that. It's the same type of idea in tattoo. In tattoo, learning by yourself or anything like that, using people as test dummies, they don't know what to tell you in terms of feedback, in terms of technicality, in terms of cross contamination, in terms of so many things, um, composition, stuff like that. That they're not going to be able to tell you those things. They'll tell you whether something looks good, whether it sucked, and whether it hurt. That's about it. So you're very limited in your feedback. So to have a tattoo master who is going to watch you with your first customer, oh man, mine was funny. um, watch you with your first customer. If you want to know about me and my first customer, I'm sorry, you're going to have to get my book because one, it is funny. Two, Chris let me down. um, and three, it is something that actually, I can look back at today and be like, wow, that's where I started. And that helped shape me into the artist that I am today. Um, so definitely pick up Shop Gal so you can actually, check out check out more about, the silliness that is me and my first tattoo. Giving my first tattoo, not getting my first tattoo, even though we talked about that. Giving my first tattoo. um, but yeah, so it's a journey, and it's something like no other that you can't really get if you try and go at it alone, or if you try and go at it with people who aren't professionals, who haven't been in this industry. I'm lucky. I got a smooth ass tattoo master. He's cool. Um, there's a lot that can ruffle his feathers, and yet he's so calm and collected that you wouldn't know that his feathers are ruffled. These are traits that I actually admire about him because me, I'm like, my feathers are ruffled. Damn man, you gonna know it. Him, he's like, bust a motherfucking move. He's so cool. But yeah, like literally just growing with him, seeing those things, having funny stories to talk about, us going out in the street, hosting, tattoo artists together, me learning how to manage. He trusted me with his entire fucking business, like brick and mortar, not this one because this is pink. Pins was red and black, but trusted me with his entire business, and that's huge. He trusted somebody with not just being able to open the door with a key. He trusted me 24 hours a day. He trusted me with money. He trusted me to make executive decisions about money. Um, all the things that that he would have to do, all the little moving parts, most of the little moving parts that he would actually have to take into care are the things that he trusted me with. He raised me to be able to, exercise these things, make executive decisions in his stead, stuff like that. And I'm really thankful for it because that is what actually helped me build my business today. And I still impart some of those things. Granted, there are some things that I feel like I could have done better. I may want to do different, or I may want to explore, just like, any parental type of relationship, where, your parents do something and you're thankful for those things, but certain things you're like, okay, well, now that I'm off on my own, I will try this way, and let's see what happens. And sometimes I get to try successful ways, or I get to try ways, and if they're successful, I get to reach back and say, hey, Chris, look at this. We still text, and he's still like, hey, Brownie, get this. Hey, Brownie, try this. He's very, very much like the techie guy. He likes a lot of gadgets, so new gadgets that come out for tattoo. Me, I'm very much like, I have this thing, this works, it gives me the results I want. I don't want to move just yet. So by the time I know that I need to move, I can actually look at my tattoo master and be like, so have you tried anything new? That's if he hasn't yelled at me to say, Brownie, like, check this out or anything like that. But yeah, managing artists, managing the shop, guest spotting, doing my first guest spot um, up in New York with Chris. Um, and just being like, hey, you're a safe person. So I feel like while I'm going through and learning this industry and such, um, I've always had somebody I can come back to, reground, decompress, ask all the questions, all the questions, all the questions. I'm sure I bugged him with all the questions. But either which way, I was able to do that, and it's cool. So that's my tattoo master. Those are musings, and if you want more musings, be sure to pick up my book, Shop Gal. There is a lot. Actually, the meat and potatoes of this book is about my 16-year journey to becoming not just a tattoo artist or 16-year vet, but becoming a full creative entrepreneur. So you should definitely check it out. Ooh, my eye doing things. You should definitely check it out. Other than that, be sure to smash the like button. I like saying that. Make sure to smash the like button or the heart. Make sure to share. Make sure to subscribe or, follow my account and all that good jazz. Make sure to stay connected. If you have any questions, feel free to message or leave comments and I'll check them. Make sure, if you want, you can slide into my DMs on Instagram. It's fine. I check them. Um, if there's anything that you want to know about in terms of my journey as a tattoo artist or anything that you want to talk about or you want me to talk about, definitely hit me up with a message. I check them. Um, and yeah, so that's it. That's been a wrap. And I will see you guys soon. So yeah, again, if you're an aspiring tattoo artist, apprenticeship, beat your feet. Eventually, I'll go through and I'll give you guys some tips to getting an apprenticeship. But for now, just know that an apprenticeship is key and it's what you need if you're an aspiring tattoo artist. Smash the like button, follow my account, leave a comment. Let's talk some more. Share it with your friend and go buy Shop Gal. Those are five cool things. Five cool things you could do right now. All right, John.